Dean, after grinding all off-season to get to this point, just what was it like to actually start a game and get out to the quarterback?
Yeah, it felt good. I mean, it just feels like all that work that I put in the off-season, it's kind of starting to pay off and just feels good.
What did you two guys think of playing in the soccer stadium, the atmosphere and the turf?
I love the turf here. It's like very firm, so like normal grass gives a little bit and your muscles get super tired. This grass is really nice, it's really firm, so you're a lot faster on it. And then like the venue, everybody's on top of you, so even though it was only 20,000, it feels a lot bigger than that.
For sure. Just to add on top of that, like you said, it feels like just great traction out there. Something that, is hard to come by sometimes when you're playing on, some grass like that, but it felt good.
Luke, what do you think of JD's performance and just kind of the special connection that you guys seem to have with?
Yeah, I thought it was a great performance. We had the one mishap where, I thought it was one coverage, he thought it was the other. But, we'll get back in the film room and watch that. But other than that, he was making good throws all night, and that's just what he does.
Dean, we talked about your body transformation, but Coach Lock was talking about you got a heart-to-heart with you last November. Just what do you remember about that conversation you had with him?
Definitely. I mean, it kind of just came down to either I'm going to start gaining the weight so I could put myself in a position to get out on the field and perform, or I'm not. I spent 2 years in the program already, kind of being mostly a special teams player. And like he said, when he started recruiting me, he recruited me to play defense, not special teams, So it was time to, flip that switch and, put my head down, grind, and do what I got to do to get on that field.
What do you remember about the sack? Walk us through that play.
For sure. They called a little pass rush game, allowed me to just get off the ball, hold that edge, just tried getting off as fast as I can, and just took a straight line to the quarterback.
And considering everything you've gone through in the last year, how good does that feel to get that first one?
Man, it felt amazing. I mean, if you guys saw me, I was pretty hyped after that, throwing a little flex down. I was so excited, I didn't really know what to do, what to celebrate, so I just, just kind of let it out.
And Luke, I'm curious with you and Jalen, I'm sure I said, but like your connection, how do you feel like that has developed over the years, and what's it like to be able to have that again on the field with you both?
Yeah, we both came in here in 2020, and he was 17, I was 18. He's about to be 22, I'm 23, so kind of grew up together. We got to experience a lot of tough times in college football, and then like tonight we got to experience a good time together. So just growing through that, and a lot of off-season work, a lot of film together, but just kind of hanging out, being friends, and just building relationships with each other.
Hey, for both of you guys, I know you've been dying to play, and then it's a game that score gets out of hand and you don't play the whole game. Is that difficult to manage and to balance, sort of, not playing as much as you could have, but obviously being happy with the win and what you did do?
I mean, for me, I love seeing all my boys eat, so shoot, if we could run it up every game like that, let's do it. I want to see my guys eat, first string, fourth string, it don't matter to me. I want to see my boys go out there and compete.
Same as Dean, it's like watching the freshmen get to go in, and you've been watching them kind of grow a lot during this offseason. To see them actually get to go play other people, it's awesome to see.
Does it help much? It's a half of football, but does it actually help physically?
Yeah, you get to experience, practice speed and game speed is two different things, because you can't really simulate it. So for the freshmen, even if it's a second half of a game, where we're up like that, the speed is completely different. And when you're coming from high school, you gotta get reps. So that's a big thing.
Recovery-wise, how much does that help for an old guy like you?
A lot. definitely a lot. You don't take as many hits, and then you're not on your feet the whole day running, so it feels great. And the next day I'll probably feel awesome. So.
And Dean, you talked about what you felt after that sack. Have you worked on a sack celebration? Do you have one we'll see later in the year?
Yeah, once I'm going to keep my composure a little more. Next time you might see me throw up some y'all haven't seen before. You just got to, stay tuned in.
But you have worked on one and you haven't?
Oh, yeah, you'll see it.
Like it.
It's coming. It's coming.
Just playing here in the stadium, I know maybe you guys didn't get off to the start that you wanted to, but then you guys really turned it on. Was there something that helped you guys flip the switch? Was it hard to play here for a first game? Did it help? Are you going to learn any lessons from this game to your second game here? Thoughts on that?
I think the biggest thing is, it's just been 8 months since we played a football game, and, you come out and you got expectations for what you want to do. So does the other team, and it's kind of like a chess match for the first couple. It's a little slow, and then once you figure out how to get rolling, it's just what we were doing that second quarter. Our defense was rolling, offense was rolling, and that's what happens.
Yeah, just feeding off each other's energy. I mean, you kind of feeling it out in the beginning, and once you kind of get in that flow of the game, it's go time.
For both you guys, going Thursday, Saturday, how does that kind of schedule work for you guys, and is that going to help, or is there going to be rust? How do you see that playing out?
Yeah, it's definitely going to help. We have the weekend to be in the film room as much as we want. We get in, have extra days to recover, have extra days off of practice. So everybody's going to be feeling healthy, feeling good, and we just started, so everybody's itching to play football. There will be no rust. Everybody's itching to get out there.
Exactly. Just 2 more days of preparation to get after it.
Dean, this year Cornell Whaler stepping in for the position that Rich kind of had, that role in leading the defense. How does the defense look different with the new guys that are kind of stepping up?
Sure. I mean, I kind of feel like a bit of a new addition too. So me coming in with Cornell, it just kind of feels like we've been working with each other since really I've been getting the opportunities. So I feel like he's been doing a great job leading that defense, and his voice is heard out there. If there's a call, there's an adjustment that's made on defense, and he's making it, everyone's hearing it, no doubt about that.
Can you both talk about Melo and the pick six? I mean, he made a habit of it last year, and he gets game one this year. That's pretty incredible. What was your perspective, and what do you think? And what did you hear from him? Did he talk a little more than he usually does?
Shoot, I mean, that's just Melo getting pick sixes. Like that's what Melo does. He's a ball hawk, and he produces when a ball comes his way. I was on a little pass rush. I see him get the ball, and I mean, I can't say I was surprised. Like I said, that's what he does. I was hyped for him, and he was hyped too.
Yeah, I think with all of our DBs, it's kind of just a natural instinct they have, and they have so much trust with each other that, I'm going to jump this ball, and the guy behind me's got my back if it doesn't work out. So that's just what they do. They just trust their instincts, and most of the time it works out.
Time for one more.
Yeah, Luke, you mentioned growing up with Jalen basically if you're in college. Are there memories as you sit there that stand out at all, good or bad?
Oh, yeah. Like, the first memory I have with him is we get here, it's June, it's like 95 degrees, 100 degrees, and we're going to Stouffer Field. It's a little apartment complex that all the athletes are at, and there's like a 70-yard long field, and we were at that field day and night for the first 3-4 weeks of the summer because we just couldn't go to the facility because of COVID. And then, we start fall camp, we're in the hotel, we're meeting, we're doing film with each other, COVID, so we're like, just go right back to Stouffer Field. And that was kind of like our little first spot where all the freshmen in that class kind of just bonded together. Was, it'd be like midnight, 1, 2 in the morning. We'd just be out there catching routes, running pass plays, running run plays, just trying to figure out each other's like schemes and stuff and how we work.
All right, thanks everyone. We'll have Jalen and Melo up next. Thanks, guys.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you, guys. Good stuff.
Sir.